What's up, hustlers? Welcome back to your home for crypto mining, passive income, and the latest Bitcoin breakthroughs. Today, we have a story that has been blowing up across the Bitcoin community. A solo miner with only 6 terahashes of Bitcoin mining power, running 5 Bitaxe miners just like this one right here, hit the jackpot and solved a Bitcoin block worth over 3 Bitcoin. That's not even the craziest part. They did this within their first month of mining. They didn't have to spend thousands or millions of dollars. No mega farm, just pure solo hustle. In this video, we'll break down how it happened, why it's trending. I'm even going to unbox and set up a Bitaxe miner to add to my solo Bitcoin mining farm, plus so much more. You don't want to miss this one. Smash the like button, subscribe, and let's dive right in. Here it is. Here's the Bitcoin block solved by that lucky solo miner with around 6 terahash. You can see solo.ckpool.org. That's my favorite solo mining pool. Here's the actual block, 924569. Here's the timestamp, November 21st, November 21st, 2025. What a way to ring in the holidays, you know. Happy Thanksgiving to that. Here's the reward, 3.146 Bitcoin, worth $264,558,000. This is sort of bittersweet, I'm not gonna lie. Of course, hey, I'll take a Bitcoin block any single day, but just like a month or so ago, this was worth $390,000. So if I mine this solo block, I think I would hold. What about you? And here is the mining farm, which is ridiculous, Now, a few weeks ago, a solo miner mined a solo block with a Nerd Q axe. That was the actual miner that mined the block, and I'll put a video up here somewhere. But that was part of a larger farm that I believe had around 100 terahash. Now this Bitaxe, this 1.2 terahash Bitaxe solved this solo block, but it was part of a farm of 4 other Bitaxes, 5 in total, with only around 6 terahash. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Every time one of these solo miners mines a solo block, the amount of hash rate that they have is lower and lower. So with just a handful of solo miners, you have a chance, and the proof's in the pudding. But hold on, that's not the best part. And shout out to Red Panda Mining and Fully Electric on X. That's where I'm stealing my information from. But check this out. This is straight loony. You know, I've been mining Bitcoin since, I can't even remember, 2014, maybe a little bit earlier. And I've solo mined for probably like 4 years, maybe even more than that. And at one point I was solo mining with over 200 terahash for over a year long. And I've never mined a solo block. And look at this guy. Look at this guy. Mr. 6 terahash. Mr. Bitaxe. Mr. I've been solo mining for less than a month, and I mined a solo block. This is crazy. This blows my flipping mind. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. This guy or girl, or whatever gender they prefer, mined a solo Bitcoin block with 5 of these tiny little Bitcoin miners for less than a month. For less than a month, and earned over 3 Bitcoin. I mean, that is ludicrous. That is insane. Despite the market conditions, that makes me very, very happy. Very happy, very excited, and maybe even a tad bit bullish. So we're getting ready to unbox and set up a Bitaxe Gamma, add some more hash rate to the Solo mining farm. But before we do, I wanted to give a shout out to Power Mining. This is not a sponsored video, but they send me miners for free. So thank you, Power Mining, for showing some love. They also give me a coupon code. It's Tech Hustler. That's going to save you a couple bucks on your order. And I'll also make a couple bucks too. So thank you very much if you use my coupon code. I'll have it in the description. I'll also pin it in the comments. Now, first, they sent me the NerdQ Axe++, which is around 5 terahash. And this was the miner that mined a Solo block a few months ago. The guy had a farm of NerdQ Axe++. I think he had 9 of them. And wouldn't you know it, the other miner that Power Miner sent me, the Bitaxe Gamma, well, you know, the guy that we're talking about today, with 5 of them, mined a Solo Bitcoin block. So if you're going to purchase one of these, remember, you're probably not going to mine a Solo Bitcoin block. But as you see, there is a possibility, there is a chance, and I think, I'm not telling you to buy one with my code, but I think everyone should at least have one. All right. Here it is. The Bitaxe Gamma from Power Mining. If you would have told me a year ago that 5 terahashes would have mined a Solo Bitcoin block, I would have said you were lying. I'm trying to open the box, by the way. I would have said you were lying. I would have said you were crazy. I would have said not going to happen. But it did. And a Bitaxe Gamma is what did it. So, shout out to Power Mining. We have some stickers. We have a little setup manual right there. These are all the same. Super easy to set up. Let's open this box. It's probably the power supply and some extra plugs, and I was right. Your standard power supply right there. In Power Mining, they give you these super simple stands. Okie dokie, here is the Bitaxe. And with Power Mining, they come with the built-in stand. And here's how it works. Let's see, you can see that little slit right there. I believe that just goes in like that. And there we go. But yeah, not a lot to say about it. You know, a Bitaxe Gamma is a Bitaxe Gamma. All that really matters is as long as you get at least 1 terahash. I know a lot of people like to overclock these and try to get like 1.5 or 1.7 terahash. These are very sensitive. They will overheat real fast, and then you're going to have to like buy bigger heat sinks and bigger fans. And honestly, it's just not worth it. If you want more hash rate, buy more miners. So don't go picking this thing apart. Just plug it in and get to mining. Let's go ahead and pull off this. And make sure you pull off this screen protector very carefully, because you can ruin this screen. And it's hard to do it with the black gloves. So, oh, almost got it. I think we're going to get it this time. And here we go. All right. So, let's get this plugged in. Here is the power supply. Another thing about overclocking, you're going to have to buy a bigger, higher wattage power supply. And it's just not worth it. Let's find our plug. In the comments down below, what country are you in right now? I'm obviously in the United States. All right, that's it. So I'm gonna plug this into my power down here. And we'll go ahead and plug this in right here. Okay, we have a screen, fans going. Doesn't smell like anything's burning up just quite yet. So what we're gonna do is either on your phone or on your PC, I'm gonna get on my PC and do this. We're gonna go to this Wi-Fi. Let's see if the webcam can zoom in. Come on, come on. We're gonna log into the Wi-Fi right here. I promise, one day I'm going to upgrade this camera. But you can see right there, it says Wi-Fi and then Bitaxe. And there's a number right there. So I'm gonna go on my computer, or you can also do this on your phone, and we're gonna log into that Wi-Fi, to that Bitaxe Wi-Fi, and then we're gonna put in our Wi-Fi credentials, our SSID and our password. So I'm gonna do that right now. Welcome to the screen of my computer. Welcome to the screen of my PC. Now we're going to come over here and we're going to log into the Wi-Fi of the Bitaxe. You can see Bitaxe 2935. We're going to click that and we're going to connect, and it should hopefully pop us up to the Bitaxe dashboard. But if it doesn't, don't worry. As long as we're connected to the Bitaxe, which we are, we should be able just to type in the IP address 192.168. Is it 4.1? Does that sound right? Let's works every time. So here we are in the Bitaxe dashboard. Move that down. Now we're going to change it to our SSID, which is your Wi-Fi name. And I don't remember, I think it's this one right here. And you're gonna put in the password, and let's see, I can't remember. Let me look at the router real quick. All right, got it. We're going to go ahead and save that. And now we're going to restart. And the miner, oh, there we go. The miner just restarted. And it is, of course, it's it's not legible. But we should get the new IP address here in a second. 1.242. So there's the IP address. So we'll go ahead and log into that. 192.168. I forgot already. .1.242. Does that look right? No. All right, that looks good. That looks good. And here we are. We are logged into the miner. You can see right now it's 1.1 terahash. And currently we are mining to someone else's account. So we're going to go over here to pool. We're going to delete power pool. I like CK pool, solo CK pool. Paste it in right there. Stratum. Password is always X. I don't mess with this right there. Oops. All right, password is always X. Now I'm going to go over here to solo.ck pool. I'm going to pull my address. Copy that. Please, if you want to give me some hash rate or send me some Bitcoin, by all means, go right ahead. We're going to name this one .pp for power pool Bitaxe. Paste that in right there. So I believe everything looks good. Now we're going to save and restart the Bitaxe one more. So good to go. Restarted. And I'm going to go ahead and bookmark this page. So PP Bitaxe. We're going to put this over there with the miners. Okay. Miner is spooling back up. Everything looks perfect right there. And now we got some hash rate. So let's check out CK pool and see if we're there. Look, that last solo block was mined with 5 terahash. That's crazy. I currently have, it's looking like 17 terahash. That is the Hobby Lobby Brains miner. This is the Nerd Q, which mined a solo block a few weeks ago. There's my Zyber miner, and these must be one of y'all out there mining to my account because I don't own those miners. So our PP miner isn't showing up just quite yet. We'll get a refresh. And there it is. There it is. The PP Bitaxe. So we are growing the solo mining hash rate. To be honest with you, that Bitaxe has been sitting in the box for like 2 months. And after I seen that last Bitcoin block mined by a Bitaxe, I had to get it out the box and up and mining. So that's pretty much going to do it for this very lucky solo miner. I don't know about you, but that definitely gives me some hope. Mining a solo block with only 6 terahash of solo mining power. I mean, insane. Just right here. You can see I moved the Bitaxe. I have the Brains miner and the Nerd QX++. That's over 7 terahash right there. So maybe I can be the next one that solves that solo Bitcoin block. But honestly, I hope it's you. And one last check on the miner. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking good. Hash rate is increasing. I just unplugged this and moved this. And there we go. 1 terahash. Let's check out CK pool. I'm at 17 terahashes. And there is the PP Bitaxe. And remember, if, I'm not telling you to, but if you want to go ahead and purchase a solo Bitcoin miner, I highly recommend powermining.io. Not only do they have the Bitaxe Gamma or the Nerd QX++, they have the brand new NerdX Gamma, which is going to be just under 10 terahash. And my code, Tech Hustler, that's going to work on everything and save you a couple bucks. And one last time, if you use my code, thank you very much. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And you can do me another favor and subscribe to my new short and clips channel. My name's Tech Hustler. Happy mining. Peace.